Katy, what prompted your move to the Santa Clarita Valley in 2002?
I was working for the city at the Cowboy Festival for the first time, and really a few months later I was looking for a place to live, and I was traveling as usual, so I had to jump, and there was a place out here. I jumped.
Fantastic.
I've been here ever since.
Listening to your songs, you have a really, an interest in historical songs and topical songs, and you wrote one about the St. Francis Dam disaster, which is a big deal up here in the Santa Clarita Valley. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came to write that and who you wrote it with?
Well, I wrote it with my old pal Wendy Waldman, who's a fabulous artist, a writer, producer, etc. But it is a big deal up here. Once I discovered it, which was after I'd been living here, and I saw it at the back of a Westways magazine in one of those little one-page things, I was stunned that I had never heard of this before.
Let's hear your version of the St. Francis Dam disaster. Here's Katy Moffatt on House Blend.
Come gather round, friends, and listen to this. You've heard of the Great Frisco Fire of '06, but what of Mulholland and his St. Francis Dam? No act of God can rival the folly of man. The city of angels, it's back to the sea. For water it thirsted, it whispered and screamed across the dry mountains to north and to east. The wild Owens River still ran clear and free. Mulholland proceeded to build his great dam. Across the canyon of San Francisco it spanned. His aqueduct hummed as it sucked the farms dry and covered the rocks where the thieves they did hide. Water like crystal tumbling down, cut through the canyons and hills yellow brown, carrying life to the 1 million souls, building a city on the desert below. More precious than diamonds, it ran swift and cold. So many have fought for it, that's why they call it white gold. It was on March the 12th, 1928. The dam keeper worried and watched the floodgate. They were filling the lake and it soon reached its peak. But there at the base was a small muddy leak. Mulholland arrived in his black limousine, stood there with pride as he surveyed the scene. Like a groom with his bride, this vow he did take, said it's my finest work, and I swear it never will break. Water like crystal tumbling down, cut through the canyons and hills yellow brown, carrying life to the 1 million souls, building a city on the desert below. Oh, more precious than diamonds, it ran swift and cold. So many have fought for it, that's why they call it white gold. 3 minutes to midnight, some 50 miles away, they said the lights flickered and dimmed in LA. The last thing the dam keeper heard was the sound, the rumble and roar of the dam breaking down. 150 feet high at the top, dark wall of death that nothing could stop. Through Saugus, Castaic, Fillmore, and Peru, 500 souls were swept to their doom. Water like crystal, thundering down, cut through the canyons and hills yellow-brown, carrying sorrow to many a soul, trapped on the innocent valley below. Harder than diamonds, it ran swift and cold. So many have died for it, that's why they call it white gold. Now the St. Francis stand is a grim memory, and old Bill Mulholland sure made history. Though intentions be good and ambitions be grand, no act of God can rival the folly of man. No act of God can rival the folly of man.
That's Katy Moffatt on House Blend with the St. Francis Dam disaster. And that's a wrap for this edition of House Blend on SCV TV. Many thanks to Katy Moffatt and Tom Renaud for being my special guests. Just a reminder, if you're a solo artist or you're in a band and perform original material and you'd like to appear on House Blend, send an email to us at houseblend@scvtv.com. I'm Stephen K. Peoples, your House Blend host, and until next time, happy trails.
She always knows it's there, it's ready and it's able, it's radiating heat from her bedside table. It's her dirty little secret, as the rule